Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck.
Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Obscura Showdown Season 3, powered by Vista. We are entering the semi-finals match, and we are your casters for tonight, Juventus, with my co-caster, Gig Hazard.
Welcome everyone. This is the semi-final. We are very excited for today's match between a Roundtable Sync Esports and Team Buddha. Team Sync are on the blue side. They are the ones with the first pick, and it is Team Buddha on the red side.
Exactly, as we have entered the semifinals match of Obscura Showdown Season 3 between Roundtable, Sync Esports, and Buddha. And tonight, we do have Demonic Creed going up against Fourth Dimension to face off each other for that final slot and that 18k diamonds prize pool for this season of Obscura Showdown. With that, I hope everyone in chat is lively. I hope everyone is excited as we are entering the first game of match number 1, Roundtable versus Team Buddha. Remember to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications as we do slowly enter the finals of Obscura Showdown Season 3. With that, let's get straight into the draft phase. Right?
I am the priestess of primal
Yeah,
light.
guys,
The
and
hunter
we are
of all
sorry
the
the
evil
stream
gods.
came up slow. We had some issues, technical issues, but we are back, and thank you for coming to the stream, guys. You guys are very appreciated. I will make sure your voices are heard, your texts in the chat are read as well. So moving on, we see the last band coming. Chip, and is that Carmela? Yeah, Carmela, Edith, banned out by the side of Team Round Table Sync Esports. And on the other side, Zask, Zushin, and a Roger Ben.
Fame, a flashy accompaniment.
Your team
Yep,
is
with
picking.
that leg is left open, and Charan immediately locked that in for the side of Roundtable. Let's see what Buddha do take up. The Hylos is still available. We also have the Teresla still open. Those two heroes are ready to be picked up. So is the Aurora, unless Buddha wants to try a different strategy for tonight.
Yeah, Aurora is one mage that has been left open mostly and has had a high pick rate because of that. People banning out the Zushin and the Zask mostly. So yeah, we have seen that. Valentina ban as well has been pretty high, and of course, the pick on the Ice Queen has been very good.
Indeed. But it seems like Buddha go for a different strategy, locking in the Ruby and the Minsita immediately. And the Teresla, sorry, immediately. And while we're on the topic of me messing up and calling it the Minsita, do you think the Minsita will be shown up tonight's gig?
Yeah, I think so. Means that is one of those heroes that after several bans is still usually open. So the Minsitar is one hero who has been a conditional pick at the same time a good strategic pick against certain specific heroes.
Indeed. But this game, it seems to be a much more draft focused game as the Hylos and the Valentina gets picked up for the side of Sync. Now let's see what Buddha have to go in for their last pick. Again, that Aurora still being available gives us that opportunity for the side of Buddha to actually pick it up right here, right now.
Yeah, the Valentino very strong, especially against characters. I mean, players with very good ultimates, like the Terizla on the other side, and the Ruby as well might work for them if Valentina can actually pull it off.
Indeed. This time around, however, they do decide to go for that Alpha pick, which is pretty early. But knowing how well Alpha does in the jungle, he is a decent jungler to be in the hands of Hikari. Entering the second phase of the match, we do have Aerith being taken off by Buddha. Now they're going to start limiting that gold lane for the side of Sync.
Yeah, and I think so. It's going to be a Minotaur ban. Might be a Minotaur ban. Looking at the way the things are panning out on the side of Team Buddha, but we will see. Yeah, it's
Well,
like
it may not be a Minotaur, but still a
something else totally.
Yep, that
Ring is already picked up, so I'm not sure what that pen is for. What plans they have? Was it for the potential of the initiation coming in from the tank?
most, I believe, potential of Ling being cancelled out when he goes in for those dives, because Kufra is known to actually be able to block those dashes coming in from the Ling. Meanwhile, on the side of Buddha, we do have the X4 getting banned out, so they want this Teresla to be pretty free and online, as Sync ban away that Aurora, which should, in my opinion, have been picked up in the first phase.
Yeah, the mage role still open on the side of Team Buddha. Aurora banned out. I think so. They are going for something like a Vexana, most probably. In my opinion, that is one mage that is still strong. They go for a Matilda support. Could be interesting, especially with that Alpha, who does have a problem when it comes to mobility. Other than his ultimate, he is a very slow. I usually feel like, and also with the Terizla, the dash coming from Matilda could make their game level up their game to another level.
Indeed, and it does provide good mobility for the rest of the team on the side of Buddha. So let's just see what Sync have in store for them
Choose my own path.
on the picks.
Yeah.
Yep, the Arlet does get picked up.
Yeah, I think so. Carry is an obvious pick coming in the side of Team Sync. I think so. Works out very well against the Alpha and the Terizla, especially the Alpha going in the jungle without the Vengeance is going to have a difficult time against a carry pick.
Indeed, and Carry is again, yeah, that's as you said, a very safe pick. Why? Because not many marksmen can really outshadow the Carry, especially when it comes to lane potential. She is either winning you games or she is going to hold the lane for as long as she can. Now let's see what team Buddha have in store for that mage position. And I think so with not much open, they could either just go the Vexana or the Loi, but they decide probably to go on to the Undead Queen.
Hope will find a way, even when all is
Yeah,
forlorn.
they do go for the Vexana. They are going for the strong mages. I haven't seen any Chengi pick coming in from those sides or anything else coming in. Very specific mages, you see. A small pool of mages being selected in this tournament.
Indeed, because there's not many mages that cannot get counter. I mean, there are not many. Yeah, exactly. There are not many mages that cannot get counters. So it's very risky to pick those specific mages. We don't see the Farams around much. We don't see heroes like the Lilia because they are quite a bit of heroes that can counter them. So with that, both teams have locked in their drafts. So without any further ado, let us get into the first match of the semi-finals between Team Roundtable and Team Buddha.
Yeah, guys, do stay tuned as things are about the game, I believe.
Yep, both teams do begin with the blue buff, leashing the opposite buffs as well. So I think so both sides will meet at that EXP lane if it is according to the jungle rotation coming in from both the junglers. But we have to see what makes it interesting is that EXP lane in the bot side where the Teresla and the Arlet. On paper, the Arlet should be having a leading lane.
I think so. We did miss a poll. Was there a poll out, guys? If not, guys, a poll will be up pretty soon. So do stay tuned. Do let us know which teams you support. Your polls do make it more interesting for both the teams. Showing them support is very, very important, I believe, when playing certain matches like this with a lot in stake.
Indeed, we are seeing the best of the best teams of the Obscura Showdown Season 3 competing against each other for that final position. So there is a lot on the line.
Yeah, this
Let's see what happens over
I
here.
don't think so. Any team would want to lose this tournament and miss out on that huge chunk of the pool prize. So yeah, the poll is up, guys. If you do want to vote, do vote for your team. 0 votes currently. Who do you think will win? Their support means a lot to the players, guys.
Indeed. Now we are seeing a gank getting set up in that EXP lane. Both the mage and the EXP laner for the side of Roundtable. They are starting to chunk and get chunked themselves. The Arlot is pretty low, but does get that level 4. Meanwhile, the turtle does get started up by the Alpha. Will the Ling be there to reach it on time? The penalty zone, double penalty zone coming in as the Alpha does take away that first turtle of this game. Might look a little bit sloppy over here for the side of Roundtable as First Blood is given over to the Matilda, but on the opposite side, we have the Ling picking up the kill onto the Alpha as well as Vexana with a sliver of HP is able to get outplayed. We did see Arlet go down in that skirmish as well. But on the opposite side, the Ling is a little bit too deep, does get taken out by the Teresla. This does not go to the favor of Roundtable as Sadabuddha, they are in the lead currently.
Yeah, the fan favored by a slight is the Round Table with 56% of votes going to the side of Team Round Table currently. But Round Table are the ones who are trailing, not by a lot, I'd say. By gold, I think so they are level. But when it comes to the scoreboard, 1-3 currently to the side of Team Buddha.
Yep, and yesterday we did talk a lot about morale. And when it comes to these final few matches in the semifinals and also even upcoming finals, the morale of the team is very important. These small kills and skirmishes across the board boosts team's confidence when it comes to these gangs and these team fights. So it is very important for both sides to actually keep their mental into this game, as we already see the Matilda trying to annoy the Ling.
This is a very disciplined match, I'd say. Both teams just feeling each other out, not actually putting any risk, not taking any risky maneuvers at all. It does make the game a bit boring for the viewers and neutrals. like us, but it is how games should actually be played. Oh, look at that, Link does jump in this time. The total is started. It might go down. It seems like the first to go down is the turtle by that Ling retribution. Must be careful. Both teams very low. But Ling gets the first kill and a double kill this time on Vexana and the Alpha. Not a good look for Team Buddha as they are on the back foot now under their own turret, needing to recall back home after that skirmish, that failed skirmish for the turtle.
Yep, a good team fight engage coming in for the side of Roundtable as they were also able to secure that turtle and get 2 more kills for themselves, especially on the side of the Ling. He is 3-1. The snowball is slowly beginning for the side of this Charan.
Yeah, goal wise and objective wise, it is Team Sync doing better, and the scoreboard is level now. So it seems like the chat favorite is currently winning.
Yup, the top turret did fall to the carry over there. There was nothing much that Buddha could do to defend that, as it was already pretty low. Meanwhile, we are seeing a little bit of skirmish coming in from the Arlets. That is a 3-man rotation that Buddha are performing out here, but might get caught off as the Hylos is able to spot out both the Alpha and the Teresla.
Yeah, Valentina needs to be careful. Enemies in the jungle, but I think so. It has been they have been spotted. Hylos this time needs to be careful. Look at that damage on Hylos. Only half of his HP left. Jumping in Matilda, but not getting anyone. No commit from his team currently. Putting a lot of pressure on the bottom lane turret. Might go down. Look at that 3-man ultimate coming in from Teresla. But things have turned around. It might be Team Buddha who are actually going down instead. As Ling has joined the battle and Arlot too might get a kill as well. Yup, does get a kill on the Ruby, but it is actually Carrie's kill. My bad. I thought it was Arlot who's gonna secure that kill. Look at that, things just turn around. It was Team Buddha who initiated, but it is Team Sync who actually win the fight and get the total as well.
Yup, this is not looking good for the side of Buddha as Ling is able to steal away that blue buff safely, soundly, and going back onto the bot side, able to pick up a mega kill onto the Vexana as well. With that, I think so the side of Sync Roundtable are able to secure that bot tower as well, as Buddha are yet to put a dent into the turrets of Roundtable.
Yeah, not looking good currently. The gold lead slowly increasing and going on the favor of Team Sync. I think so. It is down to the team fights and not being able to actually secure kills is what is causing them this loss and the gold lead. Look at that, Ruby needs to be careful, almost getting caught. Ooh, you don't dash into such bushes without your team helping out, especially without an escape. Needs to be careful next time. This time did get lucky.
Indeed. And if we do see this, look at the positioning coming in from the side of Roundtable. They are all across the board. They are just waiting to scout out where the side of Buddha are as 5 men forge into that mid turret for the side of Roundtable. Now the Valkyrie using a 3-man penalty zone. The Glorious Pathway already used up by the Hylos as Valentina is the first to fall. Meanwhile, in the backside, the carry does get a double kill onto both the Vexana and the Matilda. Now the Ling is there to try and secure the kill onto the Ruby as well. An unstoppable and a double kill for the Ling as the Alpha is next to fall. Teresla is the last one standing, but Hylos and Arlet clean that up as that is a 5-man wipe. Buddha not looking good at all.
Ooh, team wipe in 8 minutes. Not a good look. Carry is being very charitable, not taking down the mid lane turret, I believe. Does take the blue instead. I think so, yeah. I would say that is a huge loss coming in for Team Buddha, making it more difficult. 8k gold lead now established, and I think so they're gonna get a Lord as well. Yeah, they secure the Lord as well. Look at that gold difference. So many items on the side of Team Sync, not a lot on the side of Team Buddha. Defensive game now. I think so. Coming in from Team Buddha, I think so. They don't have a choice as well as they are losing any fight they themselves initiate. Not a good look for them.
A lot of farm is getting displaced for the side of Buddha. They are not being able to actually get those minions, get that hold. As Valentina might be in a bad spot, the Circling Eagle does connect as well as the Spirit of Alpha. And they're able to get out with the penalty zone as the glorious pathway from the high loss is used up. Look at this, there's quite a bit of aggression coming in as Ling in the backside does get a godlike onto the Alpha as a triple kill is already secured by the Ling. They're giving him the Maniac onto the Teresla as well. Very good play coming. All right.
Not a good look. Getting slaughtered in their own base. Lambs to the slaughter. They need to find an answer ASAP. They might actually go on and win this round with that. Oh my lord. A very anticlimactic end to what I thought would be a very close contested match.
Indeed, as the first match is going to the side of Roundtable. They do win game number 1. With that, we will take a short break. But guys, remember to follow us in all our socials. Gig.
Yeah, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and on Discord as well. And I think so there is a WhatsApp group chat as well. Do join us there as well, as we will see you soon.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prank Squad. Big shout out to Prank Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prank Squad. Big shout out to Prank Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prank Squad. Big shout out to Prank Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Hola everyone, bonjour, welcome back to Obscura Showdown Season 3. This is the semi-final, a best of 3, and the first matchup between Roundtable Sync Esports and Team Buddha. Team Sync do take the first round between them and take the lead, securing their place, making it a bit easier on them to secure the spot in the final. Team Buddha on the back foot, needing a comeback play, with a first match being a very lackluster performance coming in from them. I hope they can make a comeback. I hope this is a well contested round.
Yep, let's see if Team Buddha can actually pose more of a threat this time around as we jump straight into the drafts with the Ruby being banned out for the side of Buddha. That was they do ban out their own Ruby, whereas the side of Roundtable they do take out that chip.
Yeah, and
I
guys,
believe
if you haven't subbed and liked to the channel, please do so. Also, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and we do have a Discord channel as well and a WhatsApp group as well.
Still waters run
indeed,
deep.
and
Your team
we
is
do
banned.
see that the Hylos and the Ling are immediately taken off the board. And speaking of the chip, Gig, what do you think about him as a hero? Do you think he is as potential as the other teams are making him out to be with these prior bans and picks?
I honestly, while playing a tank role, I prefer someone who is not squishy or does have skills to change the game in our favor. Someone who is either strong or has some skill set, some CCs to make a difference in the game. But when it comes to Chip, I feel Chip does need to go in, come out, and going back again. Does have a passive that requires him to take some time off a team fight. So that is the problem. The main use of Chip is the mobility. That I think so can be actually, you'd say, replaced by something like a Yin pick. I think so. It depends on the team. It depends on the mobility required for a team pick. But I think so. Those are very specific picks.
Indeed, I like that observation, as we do see that the Roger and the Teresa are also taken off the board. So let's see, the Zushin is still available. Yep, as I say that, they do pick it up for the side of Buddha. Now
Yeah,
again,
so Team Sync are going to have some very high burst assassin like the Fanny.
I will choose my
So
own
they do
path.
need to be careful. If we see a Kufra ban, we know what is coming from Team Sync.
indeed, the Arl does get locked in. Nong, very comfortable on this hero. We saw an amazing performance yesterday as well. So he is pretty comfortable on that, as well as Drax securing his signature Mossfall, which has been causing a storm in the Obscura Showdown Season 3. Two good picks for the side of Roundtable.
Yeah, guys. It is covering our tournament is covering the Bengal server, but we do mostly have very local teams. I guess we have a lot of local teams in the tournament. And guys, the poll is up. Will Buddha make a comeback? To vote yes or no in the poll. I think so. They are going to go for. They to have gone for Hayabusa. So I think so. They need a tank who can make sure the backline is safe as well for Team Buddha.
As you do say that, they do secure the Edith Akatsuki. On that Edith, it is going to be one of those heroes that can be flexed around, and also, coming back to your point, can defend that backline as the Zushin puts out the damage. Meanwhile, the Fanny that you were so worried about immediately gets picked up, and the Kufra does immediately get banned out.
Why sometimes the prediction works, and that makes us pretty happy. And this time it has worked out, especially against the Zushin. The Zushin is one squishy hero. You see, the Fanny will have a fun time, I'd say, against against the Zushin, if the Fanny actually can manage to walk up to that Zushin. That is needs to be careful. There is an Edith as well, so we will see what happens.
Yep, as the low E does get banned out by Buddha, they don't want to see that hero, as it can cause a lot of issues for both the Hayabusa and the Edith. So they are taking their precautions with every step of this ban phase.
Your team is banning.
Yeah, my confidence would go down instantly after seeing a Fanny pick coming in from Team Sync. That Fanny has been lethal, has been able to perform in every match that I have seen Team Roundtable play. But they still could go for a tank that could shut down that Fanny.
Indeed. As the Harrods does get taken off, seems like Roundtable do not want to go up against this hero, especially in that borderline position. Whereas for the side of Buddha, they do have the option of banning out the Zushin, I mean, not the Zushin, the Aurora or the Valentina to limit the mages on the side of Roundtable.
Yeah, they still can, but I think so. Yeah, the mage does go out. I'm not sure which mage to go for in this pick. There is a Hayabusa as well, so they do need to be careful with what mage they pick. I think so. They are going to go for Lilia most probably, but they go for a Valentina instead. Okay, interesting.
Interesting indeed, as the most useful alt on the side of Buddha yet is that Primal Wrath. And looking at Valentina, looking at the way that Sync plays, that might just be enough of a potential for them to say, like, okay, we can go that Valentina. We already have a secured ultimate on the Edith that we can steal away. And that also stops the rest of the opponents from picking high ultimates dependent heroes. As I do
Yes.
say that they're rocking shown.
Yeah, a Grok might work actually, or may go south with a Fanny pick on the other side. So they do need to be careful with that. It could go south very fast with a Grok pick, you know. It's a double-edged sword. They do need to be very careful. Things could go messy instantly.
Indeed, they it could get very messy, or it could be a very good block for the Fanny. Meanwhile, for the side of Roundtable, they have to pick a roamer of their own. Let's see what they decide upon. They are flexing a lot of heroes right now, but we have to see what they finally land upon. Will it be the Chow, which does work, but is fairly risky, especially with all the crowd control and immunities from the side of Buddha.
I'm
Yeah, a
born with
Carmela could
talent.
work. You could say a Minotaur
But-
could work as well.
But Sync, yeah, they do decide upon the Guinevere in that home position, most probably, as we do see that Arlet is still in the hands of Nong. So we are going to be having a Rome Guinevere going up against the composition from Team Buddha. Any thoughts on that, Kate?
Yeah, I'm not sure the Rome Guinevere is something that I personally would go for. It is a very risky pick, I'd say. It could work out pretty well actually if they have a lucky day, I'd say. Skills do matter, but luck will be a huge factor with that pick. Guinevere in the Rome.
Welcome to
Yup,
Mobile
with
Legends.
that, both teams have locked in their drafts as they enter the land of dawn. We do enter
5
game number
seconds
2 of
till the
match number
enemy
1
reaches the
between
battlefield.
Buddha and
Smash them.
Roundtable Sync Esports. Both teams do start off with their respective buffs, and we might see some fast rotations coming in for the side of Roundtable.
Yeah, risky setup from Team Sync, but they do have one game in the bag. They just need another. This could work in their favor, and they could seal their spot in the finals. So I think so. It is worth taking the risk.
Yep, as the Brock does go to check the Fanny's blue buff, does spot out that it has already been taken away. But as I was saying, the rotation coming from the Fanny is going to be pretty much faster than that of the Hayabusa, as we do see that the lethal is starting to get taken down slowly, but I believe the Hayabusa will be fast enough to secure it. Nope, but it is Valentina taking it up for herself. Now we might see a jump onto the top side. The Hayabusa is already present as Fanny is waiting upon who to jump upon. She does not have a cut foot yet, but the jump from the win does catch the glory as First Blood gets picked up for the side of Charin. This Fanny would start going pretty wild.
Yeah, Grok there present, not able to do anything, I'd say. A bit of a miscommunication, I believe. They did not have the map vision for that, I think so.
It's kind of risky. With the Grok being there, he is able to face check these bushes, but the Wynn's early game damage is pretty substantial enough to actually wither him down. As we do see the rotations coming in from round table onto that bot, but the Fanny does get caught by the Edith. Edith is able to survive on that much, as the Arlet is slowly trying to get his wave back into position. Now the Zushin is there to support her EXP laner as the turtle does spawn up.
Yeah, the Fanny is busy with the blue this time, so if they do start it up, it is on their side currently. But they have enough damage to end it before Fanny can finish a blue buff? I don't think so. And ultimate coming in this time missing sadly. Look at that Guinevere. Very good jump. Edith caught this time. Pops her ultimate does secure the total as well, but it is Hayabusa who goes down to the Arlot, and it's Fanny who goes down to Edith. Edith making plays. Needs to be careful, but does back off this time, securing I'd say 2-3 kills. Yeah, I'd say yeah, 1 kill, and Edith does get a Fanny especially. I'd say that is something I'm surprised about.
For jungler trade, as Edith was also able to pick up the turtle in that entire skirmish. Fanny did not have a retribution, so that did go over to the side of Buddha, as they are trying to make some plays across the map and get back the momentum that they may have lost in that early game.
Whoa, a cool flicker ultimate coming in from the Guinevere, showing skills, showing the levels of plays, levels up in Klinge.
Indeed, that was a good mechanical show of what the Guinevere can actually do, as the Grok not being as advantageous as he should or could be this game with the wall positioning. He has to be a little bit more front about what he wants to do and communicate with the team where he wants to place the walls. Otherwise, it might be pretty detrimental, and that Fanny might just take leverage of that.
Needs to be careful.
Is able to get out quite safe and sound.
Yeah, I think so. Everyone has been spotted. I guess Team Sync do have the intel on what is going on in the bottom lane, as an ultimate is used to try and scare off the team with the seems like a creep cut as well, this time. But it might be bottom lane going down as well. They need to be careful. They do start the turtle. No teammates. It is a 3v5 currently in the slot pit, but teams are there. It's too slow of a rotation, as Hayabusa does secure the turtle before Team Sync can make the rotation. Needs to be careful. Edith might go down, and ultimate used. Edith very low on HP, does go down. Sorry, Valentina does go down. Fanny jumps in, but not enough. Look at that two-man ultimate coming in from the Guinevere. Fanny jumping in, might get a kill on the Broody. Yes, does get the kill on Broody and the Edith as well. A lot of action currently in the mid lane. 3 people going down.
Oh, the Fanny does miss her cables over there, but that does give her that lead. The triple kill that she secured in the mid lane. It looked slightly bad for the side of Round Table, but they were able to turn it around. Funnily.
Yeah, the top lane also might go down. Needs to be careful. Broody there, but needs to be careful as the Guinevere is there to help out his lane. The bottom lane needs now being cleared by Edith. I thought would go down as well. Look at that! Look at that! Almost going down was Zushin.
Fanny did go down in the mid lane, as he was knocked back by the Zushin into the wild charge from the Grok. Meanwhile, we do see a little bit of a skirmish between the Arlet and the Edith, but pretty much the Edith should be making it out of this pretty clean, as Arlet does not have enough damage to actually go through this match. As Valentina might get stuck up over there, is able to steal the Primal Wrath and get into a better position. You do see that the Grok is rotating onto this goal lane, so is the Hayabusa. Hayabusa does miss the 4 shadows. Guinevere has the jump, able to get out of there for now.
The Guinevere is one hero. I think so. Lucian will have a difficult time catching up to
Yep, that,
when running around.
look at this. The Croc playing very aggressively. This makes sure that Buddha gets that top tower. The Spear of Destruction from the Moscow does come out, but it's a futile attempt to just keep that turret alive. As this time around, the first objective goes to the side of Buddha. As a good two-man wild charge does come out, the Edith is pretty low. Valentina able to secure that kill as Guinevere secures the kill onto the Croc as well. Now the Fanny does come in as the Brody is taken down pretty low by that cutthroat. On the other side, the Shadow does secure the kill onto the Valentina.
Ooh, a bad kill coming from the Moscow, taking the Fanny down with him, but does take the Hayabusa. Guinevere going down to the hands of Zushin as well. The total, the only winner in that brawl.
Well, that is good trade for trade this entire match, as we do see Roundtable and Buddha going head for head, player for player, as we are seeing a little bit less discipline from last game. Meanwhile, in the mid side, we do see that the final slash does connect onto the Brody. The Spear of Destruction does miss, but the cutthroat from the Fanny is able to secure that kill as the bull laner for the side of Buddha does go down. Valentina is desperate to try and take Grok, but Grok is able to walk away with a sliver of his HP still available.
Yeah, Valentina is struggling against the Zushin, I think so, because of the mobility issue. It does need to be careful against the Zushin in team fights as well. Not only 1v1 against Zushin, especially in the team fights, Zushin is the one who is getting knocked around by the Zushin. Who close call for the Zushin as Guinevere jumps back, tries to retaliate, but not able to connect to the Zushin. They do lose the bottom turret, Team Buddha, and pressure on the mid lane as well.
Yep, Roundtable, they are trying to get objectives all across the board. Let's see whether or not they are able to do that, as the Grok does able to immune out of all that crowd control coming in both side of Roundtable. I think esports, they need to be careful over here as the engage comes in from the Edith. This might look bad. The Shadow kills onto the Arlet. Arlet does fall to the Tournament memory, as that is a two-man Violent Requiem caught up over there. Spirit of Destruction does connect as Moskov is trying to get a few kills over there. Fanny does go down to the Grok. Moskov with the killing spree, but that is two members up for the side of Sync Esports, as Team Buddha do take the initial lead in this position.
Yeah, gold level, kills almost level, both teams doing pretty well. Zushin, the main factor, I'd say, to the victories in the team fight, as it elongates, it is Zushin who's doing more damage, doing a lot of crowd control. Objectively, they do need to get the Zushin pushed before they start any fights.
Yep, and that does fall into the hands of the Fanny, but the Fanny does get blocked off by the Grok and the Edith, so it's very risky for her to even go immediately in as the spatial migration does connect onto the Grok, but nothing much out of it.
Needs to be careful. Both teams playing it a bit aggressive and a bit risky, I'd say. This Team Buddha pushing Team Sync a little, and a lot of resistance as well from Team Sync.
Indeed, but it seems like Roundtable are trying to set up for this Lord position. Drax has already started hitting the Lord, as Grok is there to see the positions from the side of Sync. He is there as the rest of Buddha are trying to collapse onto this. The Consider coming in already, as the wild charge onto the Fanny does connect over there, but is able to secure that Lord. Moskov getting a mega kill into that, as Edith might be getting caught up over here. The Primal Wrath is used as well as the Crimson Beacon. The Zushin trying to do a little bit of damage, but the rest of his team does fall. Moskov doing quite a bit of damage over there, but Charin is the one to fall in this entire skirmish, as that is one person traded off for the 5 in the side of Buddha.
Yeah, Zushin a bit too preoccupied with the Fanny. It might be a close call. They are spawning. Hayabusa does spawn this time. The inhibitor turret this time spared by Sync Esport. The Lord is, I think, going to take the top lane turret. I believe will easily go down. Yep. And the blue was stolen as well.
Yep, and that makes it very difficult for the Hayabusa to actually make plays across the map. As it seems like Buddha, they are losing resources all across the board. That Lord may go down over there, but that is still quite a few enhanced minions coming down, especially in that bot tier 2. As Hayabusa does use his shadows to walk around, get some positioning, but he might not be able to secure that red buff as the rest of Buddha do collapse onto the bot side. This might not be a good fight as the wild charge does catch the Valentina, but not for long. The rest of Buddha cannot respond, whereas the drop does get pinned up over there. May be falling, Valentina able to pick that kill up. As the rest of Roundtable, they are coming around to actually close up this game.
We are trying to end it as soon as possible. Look at that. Zushin needs to be careful. Fanny looking out for a kill as the fight starts in the bottom lane. Fanny getting a kill on the Edith first. Zushin now in trouble, but Fanny out of energy. Zushin almost goes down, does take down the Fanny as well. But is it the space going down? No creeps. Look at that. Sad, sad, sad for Team Sync as they need to go back to their base. Look at that. Grok goes in charging. Arlo needs to be careful as well as Moskov. It might be Grok who goes down. Unstoppable for the Moskov. Wow, look at that, guys. It is GG. And I'd say well contested fight, but sadly it is Buddha's end in this Obscura showdown as Team Roundtable Sync Esports secure their place in this final.
Yep, with that, Roundtable do secure their position in the final match of Obscura Showdown Season 3 powered by Vista. With that, we do conclude the first match of the semifinals of tonight. We will be back with Demonic Greed versus Fourth Dimension a little bit later. We'll see you in a while.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Preview. Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the
end of season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to this marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
Howdy,
Hello.
fellow gamers. Welcome to Obscura Showdown Season 3, powered by Vista. This is the second match of the semi-final between Demonic Creed and Fourth Dimension. Both teams are very strong, have shown brilliant game sense and skills to reach the semi-finals. I am very excited. What about you,
Your
Quentin?
team is banning.
Indeed, we are, as this is the match number 2 of the semifinals. So both teams are expected to be immediately stronger and better.
Butterflies born
So
by
let's see
thy
what happens
wish,
in this
Is
round.
guided by lantern's light.
Ooh, as they ban out the Zushin as a Roger, a very standard bans again coming in the semi-final rounds.
Indeed, bro. I don't think the
am
Roger
more
will be
than
left
a weapon.
open for many of these matches, as the Julian does get banned out for the side of Demonic Creed.
Ooh, I think so. We'll see a Ling ban, most probably.
You could also see
And
getting off as well.
I
sorry, I
am the
couldn't hear
priestess
you.
of primal
Could you
lightning,
repeat again?
the hunter of all the
We
evil
could
gods.
probably see something like the Edith or the Teresla. That's what I was saying, as the Edith does get taken off the board.
My man Q on the spot, on the money, as well as the Edith does get banned out. Oh, we are still to see DC banning out. I think so. What was your second ban? The Teresa, right?
Yeah. Let's see whether or not they do ban that out. They could also take away the Aurora or the Zask, one of those two, which is basically Aurora has been good, especially when it comes to the second pick
As
potential.
fleeting
So
as a snowflake,
there we go.
Banning.
as timeless as a glacier's heart.
Quentin on fire indeed. We are yet to see the last ban for Team 4DM. Last guess?
Last guess, maybe the Zask, maybe the Teresla, maybe the Ling. One of those three.
Yeah, you gotta choose, man. You gotta choose one.
Oof, that's going to be difficult. Knowing the potential of what the Zask has, I think they're going to go with the Zask, most probably fourth dimension, because Seer is pretty good in that position. Let's see what happens over here. We'll hope I get to play Zask this game.
Yeah, the link's still open as well. So I'm not sure what the Zask could be Zask, but yeah. Could be
ODM, they
Quentin's
have
Zatric.
Who said there are no shortcuts in
it.
life?
Your
I
team
literally
is
None of my
invented
options,
one.
as Chip is removed. I always forget about the Chip being existing, basically. But that does leave a few doors open for the side of DC. Well, hope I does get to play the Zask if he does pick it. I hope he does.
Yeah, Upai does get the Zask, does get huge in that ultimate as well. So, yeah, could be. I think so. Just beating it out. It's going to be Zask anyway. Oh, look at that beautiful Jangi spin.
That is the Aspirant skin, which is going around right now. The Aspirant event is still available. So, guys, do let us know what Aspirant skin you guys are looking forward to in the comments.
Me personally, I'm too poor for an aspirant skin, but we do love to see other players have it as well. At least we feel closer to being less poor, you know, when someone else on our team has that skin.
Which they're not on our team though. We do come in and hope that maybe one day we will get those skins, as
Begins.
fourth dimension to immediately lock in their picks in that Ruby and the Ilos.
Yeah, the link's still open for pick. Both teams not going for it. Interestingly, they do lock in with that X-Pork, very strong laner. So I think it works pretty well with the Zask as well.
Yep. and it also counters most of the EXP potential. So it's basically DC telling 4DM, you're not getting to pick that Teresla.
It's going to be interesting what the third pick could be. It is a carry pick currently, it seems like. Okay, I think so. It is a counter for high loss, especially. It does work very well against Ruby as well.
Yup, it is known to be a shredder. And again, Carrie is such a safe pick. She's not going to be losing out lanes as immediately as other marksmen. And if it's a blind pick going in, especially to that gold lane, Carrie is a substantial hero that can really sustain her lane pretty well. So it's a good pick for the side of DC. Let's see what 4DM have to answer.
I will be pissed off if both the teams don't go for a Ling, as I've been chanting his name more than I have ever in any game.
Your team is banning.
As they go for a Valentina instead. So a mage pick coming in, and I think so a gold laner and a roam for Team 4DM. On the other side, a mage, an EXP, and a gold laner.
Indeed. I think so. The dreams of your Ling is not being fulfilled right here, as 4DM could just ban that out. Instead, they do ban out the Angela.
Yeah,
so
I
that's
see
basically
a Ling.
telling the side of DC.
Yeah. A Ling ban coming in soon, I guess.
So the Angela already off the board, it does limit the chances of the side of DC after picking up that combination of the Ling and Angela. Let's see what DC have in response. They could ban away the gold laner to let Carrie have a good time, or even a few EXP laners just in case.
Yeah, I think so. The Angela ban is actually in the favor of Team 4DM, as they do have two very strong initiators. I said two very strong initiators. One who does dive in a lot into turrets, and does need someone like an Angela to help him out to stay alive. Carrie as well does very well with the Angela, as Carrie needs to stay rooted in a place for her attack speed to come in, her damage to come in. Does need to be planted in a place. Doesn't have a lot of time to reposition for herself if she wants to do the damage. So that Angela ban, understandable coming in.
Yep, as we do see an interesting Granger ban on the side of DC, and knowing the potential of the Granger jungle as well as the Granger gold lane, which is unconventional but still works out, is known to actually do well, especially against the carry. It is a very selective ban that DC go for. Meanwhile, 4DM do ban away the Lolita, hoping to give Valentina a better time, as Carmilla is the last to get taken away. So it seems like DC, they are expecting 4DM to send those two heroes, the Hylos and the Ruby, into the two sides, most probably.
Yeah, I don't think the Team 4DM are going to pick the Ling. I don't see it being effective against anyone other than the carry. That too, carry is a very strong marksman, so I'm not sure they're going for the Ling. It might be Team DC who might go for the Ling, but I'm not sure they are willing to go for that Ling as well. As they go for a Hayabusa pick for 4DM.
Yep, Timothy with that Hayabusa. A little change of events over here as the Hayabusa does get picked up now. But I'm very surprised actually that the Ling is still up and available up until this moment. And it might still not get picked up as they are showing the alpha for the side of DC. The Diggy would be a very good pick here, considering the amount of crowd control coming in from the side of ODM. But let's see what happens over here as the side of DC do have to still pick. They do take the alpha already locked in, as they are flexing on the rooms, and they do go the Matilda, the classic pick with the alpha jungle.
Ooh, so no Ling, In the draft pick where I chant his name the most, it seems like they go for something more tanky like the Alpha. I'm not sure who is going to do so much damage. Look at that pick coming from Demonic Seed. A very
It is in
tanky
despair that
mage,
I
a very
see the
tanky
fondest
EXP, a
hopes.
not so squishy marksman, a very tanky fighter, and Matilda as support. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a difficult time for Team 4DM to get any pickoffs at all.
They do take the Nathan instead into that gold lane to pair up against the carry. We do know that Nathan's late game potential is pretty high, but the side of DC is pretty tanky and they are good initiators. Let us see what happens in this match. The second match of the semi-finals, the final match of the semi-finals. Winners of this bracket will be moving on to face Roundtable Sync Esports in that final position. Let's see what happens as we enter game number 1 between Demonic Creed and Fourth Dimension. Without any further ado, this is your caster for tonight, Kiventon and Gig Hazard entering the land of Dawn.
Yeah, guys, I think so. It's gonna be a standard start. No risky plays, I believe, will occur in this early phase as both teams do not have such picks. I'd say the Ruby might seem to be playing aggressive. No, is going to her lane. Both EXP laners now making way to their lanes after helping their hypers out.
Yep, a little bit of leashing goes a long way, makes the junglers able to actually rotate faster. As we do see that DC are trying to get the better positioning onto this Lethal Wanderer, thus with his Nightmare Spawn already doing quite a bit of zone. But the Hayabusa does come in. It does get stolen away by the Alpha, as Alpha secures first Lethal, winning out in the Retribution battle.
Yeah, I think Ruby is having a difficult time against the Xborg currently. Is getting zoned out a lot. I think so. It will be Xborg participating more in the team fights than Ruby will be able to.
In fact, it is known that is an Xborg. It can do pretty well, especially against most of these close range fighters that want to be right in your face. Xborg, with his true damage and the Karaka armor, is able to sustain out a lot. Meanwhile, in the bot side, the Alpha is in position, but the carry has shoved the wave in a little too deep, so Nathan won't be walking up anytime soon.
Needs to be careful the top lane. Something brewing up. Look at that pressure on Ruby coming in from the Xborg. Zas there as well. Needs to be careful now, Ruby. But his teammates are there. Hylos going in, does get a stun this time. I think so. The pop, shield is pop for the Xbox. Need to be careful. Look at that, Ruby. Beautiful flicker. Zas going down. First blood. Alpha there might secure a kill on to the Hayabusa, but no, it has turned around. Hayabusa going down as well as Hylos securing the kill this time. A lot of damage. Beautiful play by the Ruby.
Yep, a good flicker from the Ruby was able to turn the match entirely to the favor of 4DM, as this turtle does immediately get started up. Hayabusa is there to secure it as Alpha.
Playing with fire and does get burnt. Hylos going down under his own turret as Matilda does jump in. Matilda does have that assassin mark as well in her roles. So they do need to be careful of the Matilda as well. It's
indeed, we do see an invade, but it does get counter-initiated. It does go to the side of the Alpha as the blue buff is taken away from the Hayabusa, which is a disadvantage for Timothy.
Seems like something brewing up in the top lane as well as two men in the bush, one trying to beat the other out. Hayabusa this time it seems is there as Team DC seems like are going to disengage. But still, Ruby does need to be careful. The Matilda still present in that bush. Seems like they are rotating.
Indeed, but it seems like exactly fourth dimension are going into the bot side as the task does. The Dominator's Ascent does go to the side of the Valentina. Valentina very low, is able to get out as the Alpha jumps in. Glorious Pathway already used up, so is the last Insanity. Able to secure a few more kills. 4DM are falling. Carry does have this aggressive flicker. Will he be able to take down the Hayabusa as well? Yes, Timothy does go down as Carry picks up that double kill.
Oh, a good game for Carry. 2 kills on the board already. Nathan with 1 death only is going to lose his turret as well. A very big disadvantage for the gold laner on the side of Team 4DM. Ooh, not a good look. It is Team 4DM's marksman who is going to be more influential in the late game. So if this turns out to be a late game, this is not looking good currently. Hylos goes in. Ruby with that beautiful pull. Hayabusa very low is going to need to go back to his base as Xborg jumps in, securing the kill. Is now in a tight spot, needs to be careful, might go down to the Ruby, but is able to dash out. Hayabusa too low to now participate or jump back into the team fight as Team 4DM are left watching as their turret goes down as well.
Yep, 2 turrets already given over towards the side of DC as Demonic Creed, the Alpha does secure the turtle as well. This time around, the turtle is not the last one to stand, but the first call.
3k lead, a 4k lead already present to the side of Team Demonic Creed. As the team fight is brewing up in the top lane, they might lose that turret as well, as Ruby seems to have abandoned it under pressure and needs to go back to save her life. And easy turret for Demonic Creed. Look at that, Ruby all alone, still 4 men, 2 in the bush and 2 out in the open, challenging Ruby openly. Needs to be careful. Carry's still there. No one helping him out. Hayabusa still camping in his own jungle. Not a lot of rotation coming in from the side of Team 4DM. Look at that. Valentina might go down as well. Is dashing out, uses her ultimate to clone the Xbox, does get out of there as it is a killing spree for Carry, but Nathan does get a kill as well on the Matilda.
Carry is in the tight spot, gets chased away by the horse. Hayabusa is on the tail, but the rest of ODM, they cannot catch up DC.
Ooh, the gold lead still present. Team 4DM not able to do anything. Look at that jump on by the Alpha on the marksman. Needs to be careful. His HP is low. Does this time go back to his base? I guess spared, you could say, by the Alpha.
Indeed, there was a risk play coming in from the Alpha as well, as the side of DC were barely able to make it to their jungle. Now we have to see what happens over here, as in the top side, we might see something brewing. The Hayabusa is in a better position this time around, but the Zast does have the dominance, send the Shadow Blue does come out, but it is not enough to secure the kill onto the Zast. He might have to be forced to use his ultimate, going in a very aggressive position as the Hylos does use the Glorious Pathway to try and get out. The Carry is in a better fight as the Hayabusa is fought off over there, caught in the Spear of Alpha as Matilda picks up that kill. Not a good game for Timothy.
Yeah, and the goal lead increasing as well. You could say a 6k gold lead now present on the side of Team Demonic Creed, as they might get a turtle as well. No, the Lord spawns a bit too late for the turtle. Lord could be taken by Demonic Creed as they take another turret as well. The mid-lane turret does go down. The tier 2 mid-lane turret goes down. The tier 2 bottom turret also very low, and another turret might be going down. But this time stays safe. The tier 2 top turret as well. Not a good look for Team 4DM as comeback seems more difficult as the time passes by.
Yup, both dimension, we do not have a proper timing for their heroes. So it's going to be very difficult for them to actually make that comeback in this game. The Nathan still requires a lot of farm to start coming online, whereas Gary, for the side of PC, is already pretty fed and in a position to actually start carrying the game as she does.
As they are pushed back into the base as well, they do have the top inhibitor turret yet, but the Lord is walking down the middle lane. Might be a team fight now that they cannot avoid Team 4DM as Xborg jumps in, uses his ultimate. Still a lot of HP on the side of Team 4DM as they lose the inhibitor turret as well. Invading now is Team Demonic Creed as they might take the Hylos as well. Yes, a mega kill for the carry on the Hylos. Hylos is suffering in the hands of carry a lot. As the Alpha jumps in, getting no one this time. But look at that, Ruby might go down to that. Zask needs to be careful. Zask this time is able to get out of that. But they are trying to end this game. Demonic Creed will not be able to. They might get the inhibitor turret as well in the top as well. The bottom already down. Look at that. Another ultimate pop by the Xborg as it takes the marksman down. Look at that. Hylos going down again. Yes, does go down, but is able to pop the ultimate. Ruby doing all she can to keep this game alive, but will it be enough as Hayabusa does go back, uses ultimate just to clear the creeps. Look at that. It goes down to its spark. A massacre inside their own base as Ruby goes down as well, and it might be Valentina who almost goes down, but the core goes down before she goes down. Geez.
Indeed, congratulations for Demonic Creed for winning this game number 1 of match number 2 of the semi-finals. With that, we will be back in a short bit for game number 2. Let's see if Fourth Dimension can really make that comeback.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam, big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam, big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam, big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
Welcome everyone back to Obscura Showdown Season 3 powered by Vista. This is the final semi-finals match between the two teams, Demonic Freed and Fourth Dimension, as we do come into game number 2. The first match was for the side of DC. And now both teams struggle into a fight to earn that bracket into the finals, going up against Round Table. With that, tonight we are your casters, Juventus and Gig Hazard, as
Hello.
we do enter the phase.
Hello, everyone. And indeed, we are in the semi-finals. So I hope Team DC, Team 4DM can show up now, as the position and the spot on the final is on the line for Team 4DM, as Team DC to take the lead. If you haven't followed us, if you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, please do subscribe, do like the stream and share the stream. If you want to stay tuned and notified of any other events, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and you can join us on the Discord channel, and we have a WhatsApp group as well.
So do stay notified by following our socials. Without any further ado, let us go into this draft of the second game. Now 4DM are on the blue as Demonic Freed are on the red. And we do see that the Zushin and the Edith are immediately banned off, whereas for the side of DC, they do take away that Roger and the Zask.
Let's see what both teams are cooking in their minds. Team 4DM, I think so, are the one suffering, so they do need to be more careful.
Yep, if I was 4DM, I would ban away that Xborg, because Xborg in the hand of Gap DXP is pretty good, as we saw last game. So it gives quite a bit of effort, but let's see what they have.
Yeah, I think so. What Team 4DM were lacking was, I think so, not the draft, but I think so more so when it comes to team coordination. When they were aggressive, I feel they could not coordinate properly. When they were in the back foot, they were getting massacred, as nothing was actually happening from their side. They were just running away for their lives. So I think some more confidence from Team 4DM and more coordination would help them out and help them secure a place in the final.
Yup. Now, Demonic Freed are coming in towards their last ban. With a lot of heroes still open, they have the opportunity to ban out something probably like Teresla, maybe even the Aurora, because they don't want to give it up. But instead, they do take away that Julian, which is a fair trade.
Demonic Freed is the favorite in the chat with 65% in the previous poll voting for them. Team 4DM with 35% of the votes. I think a new poll will be up asking if the chat thinks Team 4DM can make a comeback, and I'm pretty sure the chat will respond. Do let us know who your favorite player is in this matchup as well by spamming his name in the chat if possible.
Yep. As 4DM do go for an interesting play, they do pick up the Xborg immediately, which is pretty risky. Now that gives DC a lot of options to play around. Let's see what they have to go with this time around.
Ooh, they do go for the export pick this time, Team 4TM, as they did suffer a lot in the hands of the export. We haven't seen a Kagura pick at all. This will be interesting if they do go for that. Whoa. Something else? No, they go for a standard Aurora pick. We can only wish, can't we, for another Tigreal jungle.
Seems like Buddha did put up quite of an impact on New Gig. Sadly, they were knocked out by Roundtable. So we have to see what happens here as Demonic Creed does pick up the Arlet Aurora going into this Expo, which is a fairly decent composition. Let's see what 4DM have to answer that.
Yeah, the poll is up, guys. Will Team 4DM make a comeback? Do vote yes or no for your favorite team. If you think they can make a comeback, Team 4DM. There is a prediction of a Uranus incoming from one of our members, but it seems like it is Minotaur who's getting picked. And sad for the person in the chat, sadly, and not getting the prediction correct. Welcome to our life.
The Caster Life 2024, as Gig and Juventus struggle to decide what the opponents might pick. As Demonic Creed, they do have a free open stance to actually take away something like the Gaja, pick it up, especially against the Minotaur, unless they want to go for something different altogether. Another hero which could work out very well might be even that Fanny which you like to see, but wait. All right, a standard Link pick, maybe, possible.
Also, seems like they are going to the link. We do have a notification coming in from the team that there might be a giveaway.
Might be a giveaway, you say?
Yeah, we are planning it out. We will let you know and confirm it if there is a giveaway tonight.
Are the two greatest inventions.
All right. But as we do wait for that to be confirmed, we will see the second phase of bans as the Ruby and the Angela are taken off the board immediately. They do not, 4GM do not want to give the Ling Angela combo to the hands of DC. Let's see what happens over here as DC do have that last ban for themselves. They could take away a few more junglers, especially something like maybe even the Hayabusa or even the Alpha if they really want to. They could also ban away a gold plate, which they do in thought.
Ooh, they do go for the Angela band again this time. I think so. Yeah, it does make sense with the link pick. But I think so not something of a necessity. Team DC are pretty strong with that link. So it is a scary state for Team 40M as they ban out the Matilda next.
An interesting ban. Let's see what DC have to answer that. They did pick up the Carmilla still, which is available and pairs well with the composition coming in from Demonic Creed. Or they could go for something more standard when it comes to that roam position. But first of all, are we going to see the Moskov getting picked up?
Ooh. So guys, the Moskov pick is, yep, it does happen, is something we have seen. Very, very scary. A lot of splash damage. Usually works very well against a Minotaur tank. The team does seem to stay behind the Minotaur, usually waiting for Minotaur to initiate. The Minotaur is usually the one who is zoned out, playing aggressive for his team. And Minotaur does come online after the Demon Hunter item has come into his item slot. So this is going to cause a bit of problem for Super Sheik, sorry.
Super. Indeed, as the Alpha does get picked up for the side of 4th DM, so is the Clinch to go up against the Moskov, as as we do come in to see what Demonic Creed have for their last pickup. They are showing the Franco, which does work really well, especially against the composition that 4DM are putting out. But they might just switch it up a little bit and pick up the chip which was left open. The options are still available. Again, that Carmela is still up. Let's see what Seer has to see and say on this match.
Okay, guys. As it seems like I think so, the Clint does work well against the Ling, but I'm not sure we'll do well against the Moscow. What do you think?
Illusion and research are completely different.
Well, we have to see over here as the Clint does have the early game advantage, especially against the Moscow. But if the Moscow does get the support, especially with Ling on their side with that fast rotation, he might be able to outdo the Clint in the late game.
Yeah, it seems like both teams have locked onto it. This is a second Grok pick for the night.
Indeed, the second block pick, as we will see what happens in this match as we do enter the second game of match number 2 of the semifinals of Obscura Showdown Season 3 powered by Vista between Demonic Creed and Fourth Dimension.
And I have good news for the 26 watching now our live stream. There is a giveaway, a September Starlight giveaway incoming tonight, which is the Audit Wisdom of the Stars skin on the line.
Yep, that is the September Starlight for next month, which is going to be Odette. So viewers, do stay tuned as there is that Starlight giveaway after the stream. I mean, after the matches are over, so do be there.
And to participate, you do have to be subscribed to the channel. So do subscribe if you haven't, if you want to participate in the Starlight giveaway for September.
Indeed. With that, let's come back into the game. Both junglers have started taking the buff as the Alpha was able to secure the blue buff faster than the Ling. That might actually make it slower for the Ling to actually rotate. He does have to waste the Retribution onto that Lethal Wanderer, which immediately prompts out an invade. Look at that, 4 members watching and marching into the side of Demonic Creed's rotation. This is the risk of having the Ling, and it seems like DC, they know how to counter it. Look at that, the Retribution from the Alpha is able to secure that blue buff. The Ling does not have blue as Super Sheet is pretty low. The Minotaur will be the first to fall to the Arlet. Meanwhile, the X-Walk does get pretty low in the process as well, as Aurora is able to pick up that kill. It's not looking good for the side of 4DM. They did go in for that invade, but now the Alpha is also pretty low. Ling able to try and pick off the jungler as 3 kills go over to the side of DC, even with that successful invade from 4DM.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to lose this early in the game, but it is what it is. Team 4DM do need to respond fast and do need to make sure that this game isn't taken away by Team DC.
Yep, that would be a very risky maneuver, as the winners of this bracket do face off against Roundtable Sync Esports at the finals of Obscura Showdown Season 3. And it seems like 4DM, they are going objective-wise. They are trying to secure all the neutral objectives on the map. The Turtle is pretty low and might just get secured by the Alpha, as the Ling is not in position yet. Seems like he wants to take the blue buff first. He does have the Retribution, as the rest of 4DM rotates towards that blue buff. They might reach there barely on time. Look at the Ling. Off the Tempest of Blades, does get the blue buff and is able to walk out of there. The Rock in a tight spot gets chased back by the Minotaur, but is able to walk away safe and sound.
Yeah, I think so. Missed opportunity for the Louis. Could have secured that kill, would have helped her gold-wise and EXP-wise as well. As the team fight is going up in the blue buff of the side of Team DC. Look at that, trying to secure the blue buff on the other side, the tit for a tat, but sadly not able to do so, as the blue buff I think will go to the Ling this time.
They are Fourth Dimension with their invade. They're not going through, as their team is not being able to coordinate well enough to actually beat the coordination coming in from the side of Demonic Creed. We have to see what happens over here as the game continues onwards, looking towards the side of Demonic Creed.
As a consolation, Team 4DM did get the Letho, but seems like Letho is going to go down instantly. Yeah, it does be taken out by the tank on the side of Team DC. The Grok
Now look
does
at
take a
this.
bit of damage.
A good wall blocking away the rest of 4DM from the Alpha, forcing the Alpha to actually stop his aggression and play back for a little bit. As it seems like this entire game, Demonic Creed are on the front foot and are dominating. As I say that, Louis does catch off the Aurora. Meanwhile, on the top side, the Flames might just down. The Ling does jump in, but the pickup in the Ling is able to keep themselves alive. Louis is also present over there as the Moskov is the next fall in the skirmish. As Seer and Ling are taken off the board as well as fourth dimension flat back. With that, they might actually secure the second turtle as well.
Yeah, look at that Aurora almost going down to the Xborg as well. Might go down, needs to be careful. Does pop the ultimate, is this time safe, but it is actually a turnaround. It might be Xborg who must go down. Pops the immortality this time. Moskov in a bit of trouble. Xborg needs to be careful. Look at that. Both teams pushing each other to the limits. That was close for the Moskov.
Few messy fights are happening all over the board as both teams are playing very aggressively, just trying to.
And Moskov goes down. Such a nice teleport, such a good teleport coming in from the Louis to secure a kill on the Moskov.
Yep, a good diversion play coming in does secure that kill onto the gold laner, letting the Splint actually farm up pretty well. Meanwhile, on the other side of the board, we do see that the Alpha is the first to fall to the link. And in the bot side, we see the X-Borg now pressured. Does not have the Baraga army, so this might not be good as killings will be picked up by the Arlet, but he is pretty slow, will be going down through that turret. A little bit of a miscommunication, if I must say so, in my part. As the Arlet will divergent from in from the Louis. Ling has no idea, does not have the Tempest of Blades to stay alive. Will he get caught off? No, he does. Zigzag, because he knows. He knows.
Anyway, moving on, Louis this time. Louis and Minotaur is a walk of shame now. Need to be careful, Team DC, but it seems like it is Brock who takes down the Alpha instead. Louis very low. Link very low does dash out of that situation. DC also on the back foot as it seems like Arnold is going in for that kill. Needs to be careful as Clint does have a lot of damage already built up.
Yep, but it seems like Arlet is not able to get a connect with the second skill, so it seems like 4DM they are let off as another diversion play coming in aggressively, but nobody takes the teleport. The third turtle of the game does get started up by the lane, so it might just go to his favor as topside turret does get taken out by the Aurora.
Yeah, good zoning by the Aurora, and as the Ling does secure the turtle as well, giving them the gold lead of I'd say 3. Yeah, 3k gold lead is not a lot, but does make a difference.
Indeed, it seems like the side of Demonic Creed, they are trying to group up and start taking kills on the board, but it seems like 4DM are also there present to actually do the damage that they can. The Arlet is spotted out. Here the Minotaur is just waiting for the low E. Does get pulled off. The Minoni Fury does catch onto 2 members. The Aurora is in a bad spot, but the X-Borg using Blast Insanity a little too early. The Pulse Charge connects up to 2. Minotaur is the first to fall as Tempest Blaze does come out. Arlet very deep. Does not have his dashes. Is taken out by the Ling. Spirit Destruction barely missing the rest of 4DM as Alpha tries to go back in. Ling is able to survive from the Spirit Alpha, but barely. As this time around, it seems like 4DM do win out in this team fight.
Yeah, the gold lead now slimmer, as well as I think so mentally. That is a breather for Team 4DM, as they were losing out to most of the fights. Winning one fight does give them their confidence back a little.
Indeed. Now it seems like Demonic Fleet, they are looking to be in a better position to actually move in carefully and target some heroes on the board. We are seeing that the Xbox is starting to get a little bit ganked upon. The rest of 4DM are there to help their DXP laner out.
Ooh, look at that. So much aggression coming from DC. That lane is playing pretty aggressive. It might be the top lane turret being stolen away for side. Look at that. Moscow might go down, does go down to the Minotaur. Ling there, but not able to save his marksman. It might be Brock who's going down as well. Charlotte jumping in. Very good ultimate. Does get the Luo Yi. Still, the Ling is there. Might secure a kill on the marksman as well. Clint going down. Alpha going down as well. Doesn't chase the X-Borg as the X-Borg still has the immortality. It seems like they lose another turret. Tier 2 turret falling for Team 4DM.
Indeed. Good trade outs by DC as they do take that mid tier 2 as well, as the mid turret field is also blown off.
We could see a Louis play coming in. They need to be careful, but it seems like they disengage from that. Thinking the risk is not worth it. They are losing team fight. So starting one on their inside the base might be advantageous to them, but it should be them starting it. It should be on their own terms, or they might lose out.
But with the final slash from the Harlot and the potential of the wild charge coming in from the rock, it is very risky to see what happens there. Look at the Moscow. Spear of Destruction right into the base is able to just dash out, fixing on what could be ODM's last game.
Aha. They need to be careful. Look at that.
Is to remember that the league is approaching the last times he already used up. The Minotaur was very aggressive, catches one, but might be in a bad position. Look at the Aura, he's very deep as the basically comes in from the Aurora. First of all in that fight, traded off for the roam of Team 4DM.
Yeah, the Louis doing a lot of damage as well. Not picked off as in snugly inside the base currently. If the turret does go down, this is going to cause a lot of problem. Yeah, does need to be careful now. Will he go down? I think so. Barely flickers out. The export ultimate not catching anyone at all for the second time. Rock very low, needs to be careful as they lose another inhibitor turret. This is not looking good currently for Team 4DM as all their turrets are down. The core bare naked for the taking by the Demonic Creed. Oh, Aurora quad needs to be careful. I think so. That's a flex.
With that, I think so. The rest of DC, they are just trying to recall, get their HP back to come back with a bigger siege to end it all. Who will be here right now, right here. As Fourth Dimension, they are struggling to their base in check. The lanes are pushing out forwards. That is a little bit of help that they have, but it may be just denying the uninevitable.
Export playing pretty aggressive, especially after that immortality, but has not been able to make any significant impact in the game. Is not connecting at all with his ultimate, so yeah, loses out his usability as soon as he pops the ultimate. Not able to connect as well. The Lord spawning in 15 seconds. This is going to be trouble for the side of Team 4DM. I think so they could come in with a clutch Louis play, but it is going to be a very risky, you could say, task for them, because if they are wiped out, it is going to spell an end to their journey in this tournament.
Yup. But do remember that the losers of this bracket will be facing off against Team Buddha to earn that third place position for Obscura Showdown Season 3. So they still have a chance to earn a position of their own, maybe, as this is a 13-minute Lord taken up by Demonic Rage.
Eesh, this is scary. If I were demonic creed, I would be thinking of a master plan coming up, something pretty solid, I'd say. Without that, this is going to be an end to their journey. The
All right.
enemy has called out the Lord as it is going to march down the middle lane, right into their base now.
Let's see what happens here as the Lord is marching down mid. The rest of DC are in position. All ultimates are available. The Minotaur still has the Minoan Fury. If he can catch them out into the combo from the Louis, the last Insanity already used up pretty aggressively. Look at the Minotaur. He is able to just catch the Moscow, but is in a very bad position as they are getting a two-man final slash into the Fridge Glacier from the Aurora. That's a lot of people falling already. The Alpha and the Xbog only one's alive as Xbog has to watch the turret base get popped as Demonic Creed win over Fourth Dimension and secure their position at final position.
Jeez. As we see an early end tonight with Team 40M getting knocked out of the tournament from the semifinals by Demonic Creed. A very dominating performance, very good skill on display by both the teams. Thank you to 40M for participating in the tournament. They do still have a fight left for them in for the third place, and we do have a giveaway underway as well. So guys, if you aren't subbed to the channel, you cannot participate in this giveaway. If you are subbed, you can participate. Ours bot in the Streamlabs is going to be the one choosing who wins tonight's giveaway.
Indeed, it is going to be a Starlight giveaway for September. That is Odette's skin. So if you guys are excited, do stay tuned. We are having the giveaway taking place. So, Gig, why don't you explain it to them?
Yeah, so guys, to participate in this, you have to be subscribed to the channel. So quickly subscribe if you haven't. Participate. The giveaway is the September Starlight, which is the Odette Wisdom of the Stars. This is the Starlight giveaway for September. And we are going to have an hashtag spam in the chat. So the hashtag is going to be hashtag TYFSNP. This is for our team who have been working overtime to make this tournament possible. So to thank them, I guess we could do this little gesture to help them and their morale built up as we still have the finals left. And yeah, guys, we are going to have a fun, you could say, an exhibition match between Team Quentin and Team Gig. So yeah, that could be coming up as well, guys.
Maybe that was supposed to be a surprise, but well, we do have the two finalists secured for the Obscura Showdown Season 3. Roundtable Sync Esports will be going up against Demonic Creed to be seen and crowned as the champions of Obscura Showdown Season 3 powered by Vista. And tomorrow we will be having the match for the third position of Obscura Showdown between Buddha and Fourth Dimension. So with that, guys, do spam the hashtag TYFSNP as Streamlabs will be selecting the winners according to whoever spams the most. Remember, guys, to be subscribed to the channel, like the stream, and do turn on notifications as we do closely reach the end of this amazing showdown.
Yeah, 32 people currently watching, and we could see this could be someone's lucky day. You know, I won one of these giveaways, but sadly, I am not allowed to win one of these giveaways if I am casting. So sad for me. But this time, it could be any one of you subscribers that is going to win this September Starlight giveaway. Ooh, keep spamming, guys.
So, as they do span, let us talk a little bit more about the finals and the semifinals, and sorry, the third place matches that are going to be coming up tomorrow. Gig, what do you say? Do you want to make a quick predict on who do you think among Roundtable and Demonic Creed are going to be crowned the champions of Obscura Showdown?
Ooh, both teams very strong. We did see Demonic Creed with a strong performance. They were rotation wise very good. At the same time, round table team Sync are one with a more, you could say, flair in their game in comparison to Demonic Creed. So it is going to be an interesting match between one of the most flashy teams and one of the more technically strict teams, you could say.
Indeed. So that is a very neutral observation coming in from us pastors. I hope all of you are going to be excited as we do enter the finals on the 3rd of September. So do stay tuned for that.
Yeah, guys. I think so. Tomorrow is going to be for the third place and an exhibition match. Is it or
Third and an exhibition match, maybe. Let us see what we can cook up for you, little viewers, in chat. It's going to be an exciting day tomorrow. A little bit more action on the side of us casters. What do you say there, brother?
yeah, a lot of talk, no play would tarnish our
Oof.
reputation, wouldn't it, Quentin?
Oh, yes, indeed. I am very scared of that. That's going to happen tomorrow. I hope I don't have to use Aurora. But anyways, let's just
Eh,
see what happens. Remember, guys, keep the spam coming. Streamlabs is selecting a winner, so we will be picking one shortly as we do receive the information from our team. So, yes, tomorrow might be an early stream, a quick stream, you could say, as the exhibition match. Are we allowed to talk about it, brother?
yeah, we are, but I'm not sure things haven't quite been, you could say, settled. We could say on things on the terms of the match. So we are
Yeah,
thinking about fixing each other on certain roles and selecting certain heroes for certain people. So yeah,
yeah,
a bit of could be or could not be. We still are thinking about what to do about that.
indeed.
Nothing yet
And
fixed, guys. No promises.
we are seeing in the comments that we have made spam and girls tournaments. So I'm not sure we may or may not have all women's tournament setup. Maybe sometime in the future. We are seeing that the ML scenes, especially when it comes to West Bengal and India in particular, growing. So maybe one day we might see ML or
Yeah,
MOBA 5v5 actually do well and come
yeah. I
out
would
on.
like to add the fact that this year it was open for any team to join. It was an open invitation. So we did not select the teams. You could say there were slots that were filled by the first come first serve basis. We did not see any girls participating. We did want a streamer as well, a caster as well, but we could not find anyone. So yeah, we do want more girls participating in this scene as well, if possible. We are in need of a female caster as well. So if you are one of those, do bring one out. Do come up to us through either Instagram or Discord. We are open to any ideas as well. Yeah, Quentin. So do we have news? It seems like Quentin
Yeah.
has taken
I
an oath of silence. Oh, no, he's back.
an oath of silence, the man says, I was just confirming with my team, with the team, for the winners of the giveaway. And guys, you can stop the spamming. The winners of the giveaway have been selected. So the winners of the September Starlight giveaway for Dead Skin will be in chat right now. The man who's still spamming, we have Gunner AD selected by Streamlabs itself. So congratulations to Gunner AD winning the September Starlights.
Yeah, I think so. He's gonna play a lot more after that Starlight pass is given to him for September. He's going to try to get more games to his account and get those extra rewards as well. So congratulations to Gunner AD.
Yep, yo, indeed. So congratulations to Gunner AD. I hope you do enjoy the Starlight giveaway and stay tuned for more giveaways in the future from Obscura Showdown and also the Fusion Prime team. Yep, he is very excited for that Odette skin coming in next September. Also, do let us know maybe in future times if you will get that ordered skin for yourself, chatters and commentators, as we are your casters for tonight, Q Benson and Gig Hazard, as we come to the conclusion.
And yeah, Gunnar, do contact us on our IG to collect the reward as well. Darjeeling number one noted. Sure, man, sure. That is the tank, I guess, for Team 4DM, right? I don't know. Anyway, you do need to contact us on our IG, Fusion Prime, to collect a reward as well. And I think so. With that, it is good night from us, casters, Quentin and Gig Hazard.
Yep, good night. See you guys tomorrow.
Hasta la vista, la boys and girls.
Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck.